Welcome once again to South Louisiana. I'm the Bayou Gold Guy, and we are continuing with part two, I guess you'd say, of the KLESH Paydirt review. First video I ever did was the KLESH Crumbs little pack, so it turned out to be a long video because I've never panned gold before, and it took a while. Hopefully this will go a little quicker. I might edit more out of this one. I don't know. It's all about seeing how it's done. So, if it takes a little time, you can fast forward through parts that are slow. But I just want to show the what it's all about. So no, that's it. So let's look at the material and go from there. So we're setting up here with the GoldsStrike KLESH Paydirt guaranteed half gram, and of course this gold is seeded. They put extra gold in on top of the paydirt that's added to it that does have natural gold. So this kind of stuff that he puts out is a good gauge for when you're trying to set up your gold processing sluice, or just your technique. When you start out with this that you should end up with a half a gram of gold at least. If you don't have that, your machines are not efficient, or you're not, depending on how you're going. So that's it. This was a $50 bag on his website. I got it whenever I also got the other bag and my pans and kits and everything together. So it was $20 postage for everything when I got it. So gold price on that day was at right at $55 a gram. So a half gram, you get a half gram a little better on this, you're going to get better than half ROI, return on investment, on it. So and that's not really what these are about. This is about fun and the unique experience of pulling gold out of dirt. So but he offers, if you review his gold, if you have a YouTube channel or wish to start one, then depending on the number of views you get, he will give you discounts off future gold purchases, or even a free bag of gold. So that's just cool. Nice card there. It has his breakdown of his paydirts, his skill level stuff. Some of it's almost impossible to get through because of the black sand. It's the challenge, but that's what it's about. So let's start out with it. And like I said, he's got the most popular catchphrase on the internet, so we're going to go with that one more time, and let's look at it in the pan. Nice. All right, I won't be using that anymore, Sean. I just no, it's homage to the man. He's the one that got me started in this and interested in it to begin with, and great service from them. They're great people. He and Heather. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more business with them over the years. So we've got our pan set up here with water in it, and of course always jet dry thrown in there to make sure that we have something breaking the surface tension of the water so that our gold will not float. You can use any kind of soap, but the jet dry stuff, or my stuff, which is a jet dry copy, is it won't produce the soap bubbles that you get from hand soap when you're thrashing around this stuff. So that's the main thing of that. So let's start off by looking at it. I need more room here. I just set up my gold station here. This is a crude beginning, of course. So, but let's see. It comes, like I said, it's in a nice solid bag. We've got our code at the top. Every 30th bag is a bonus bag, so you could get up to a gram or more of gold in it if you're lucky. So let's see if we might be lucky on our first get a good gold strike on our first attempt at some real pay dirt here. Like I said, I did this little Crush Crumbs bag. Got a little bit of gold on it, not enough for my scale to even weigh. It doesn't go but to tenths, so I'll have to get a new scale. But this bag comes sealed up with the heat seal and plus a Ziploc. And then if you look in there, you can see our material. It's dry, rocky. So let's dump it out here and see what we. All right, and it looks like another KLESH pick to add to the collection. You want to rinse out your bags when you get done. This is pretty clean because this is really dry material, but sometimes you get that gold stuck in those little corners. You can already tell that this stuff has got a lot of dust to it. Oh, I already saw a piece of gold flash by just then. Already. Let me get on the 325s here. Seeing, put my eyes on. There was a nice little piece of, there was a piece of that in the last stuff. I'm not sure what it is. I thought it was like a cloudy quartz, but it's so light. It's lighter than a quartz. But again, there's my pick. I was kind of hoping I might get a different color. You got different color picks, but this is the color of my last one, but it's cool. It's got the signed KLESH and the KLESH logo on the back there, which is pretty neat. So let's look through here and kind of just pick around and see what we see. There's a nice piece of amethyst crystal. That looks like a piece of something. I'm not sure what that rusty piece is there. But yeah, I did see a little piece of gold flash. Oh, right there. Look at there. First thing. A nice little flake of gold. Oh. Well, it's in there. We saw it. So we know. So let's start off by, as they say, classifying. We're just, again, using the kitchen strainer. They break these things down to micro fine mesh from 1/2 inch down. We're just using the old kitchen strainer that came with my kit here. And we're going to shake that out. Run it around real good there. See, this stuff, I know they wet classify whenever stuff's too wet or too much clay or dirt clods and stuff in it. You have to wet it down to get it to break down. But this stuff's dry, so we're going to go in. I can see a couple of pieces. Looks like most of our better pieces are definitely going to be in this size. So, and then there's our under kitchen strainer size. So this is a good chance to try, because he always puts the black sand in these. So let's run our homemade magnet through here. So you can see it's collecting a good amount of that black sand on there, which also tends to be holding gold. So you wanna, oh, that's kind of hard to get off the bag there. That stuff's holding on to my magnets. I see why he uses the little, KLESH has a neodyne magnet that runs on through that he puts in a silver dollar sleeve, and it slides on and off and cleans your heavier magnetics off. This is all magnetite, this black stuff here. And as you can see, there's not too much in this. It's pretty light, but we'll take out what we can to make it easier. Just because, yes, I am a newbie. This will only be my second pan of gold to try to go through, and it's much more than I went through the first time. So we will put this to the side here. Actually, I need another pan to put that in, but we'll use our KLESH card for the moment. And clean that off onto there. Let's run it through one more time there and see if we can get anything else out. A little bit, not much. We'll put that over to the side and we'll pan that when we're done. Let's check our big size here and see if there's anything grabbing in this. There's some big pieces. Looks like some big some ore pieces there. Those are some larger metallics. Hold it where you can see it. I'm looking at it. But yeah, there's some bigger pieces you can see stuck on there. So we'll put that to the side as well. That's really an odd. It's very light, but it's very magnetic. I'm trying to see what I don't know. All right. Like I said, we'll put that to the side with our other stuff and go from there. All right, so now I guess it's time for a hit off the martini. Okay, let's get our pan over here. Let's see. I'm not going to do all this at one time. Let's see here. We had the I had already classified it down from the kitchen strainer size here in this pan to the over kitchen strainer size here, and it was just about to start panning it out and cleaning it up when the neighbor showed up. And so yeah, there we go. So here we will continue on with this. You can see it's been soaking for a little while now, so it's stratified nicely, and we're getting the dirt off of it here. So there's a piece of, looks like a paint chip. It's a paint chip. We won't count that as part of the plan. So let's start again by stratifying this down real good. And this is the first one I've done, the larger pieces. So I didn't really want to take it down any more than this. I've got another, like a strainer basket that would probably classify it to another level, but I kind of wanted to do the whole. Actually, I should turn it where the ridges are facing the right way. I wanted to do kind of the gold experience on the river, you know, where you have a little more challenge. So again, I've got to refine my technique, but from what I've seen of it, you kind of want to let the water pull your material out. You don't want to flip it out and try to force it. You want it think of it as like a wave lapping on the shore gently. It's very, very zen. It's very zen. So you want to wash back and forth and let it pull it off. My little ridges should be keeping any gold from wanting to leave. I'm probably a little gentle, a little more. Oh, look at there, right there. We're already showing up. Look at that corner. That's beautiful. When you see that golden shine pop out there, it's there's no mistaking it. So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's collecting in the bottom of the pan. We've got our ridges going. And I think we're pretty well stratified there. See, I pulled a little hard there. I moved a little more than I think I should have, but I'm going to go back and pan through all this again to make sure. But You see these little pieces that float once in a while. It looks like gold, but it's mica. Oh, now I'm starting to feel a drop. I've been waiting to do this for a week. It's been raining here in South Louisiana almost every day. Some of them we had some really, really severe flooding. The lot across the street from me here looked like a lake, which it does not do that down here where I am. But I mean, as far as flooding. But so yeah, so this is the first day when I had some good conditions to set up my new panning station here and try to. Oh, let's see, I'm getting a little aggressive. But these big rocks, I think I should be able to pick out by now here just to get them out of the way, because they're not tumbling so well. But it's just a matter of letting it flow out of there. And we're getting down to gold level here. I still got some chunks, but that gold is showing through there. Look at that stuff. It kind of takes away from the reveal at the end if you pan it down too far, I think. But I don't know. I just want to get all that out of the way as much as I can. Like I said, this is only my. There you go. As it starts exposing, as it comes out. That's just. Yeah, I can't see that ever getting old. seeing silver gold. I mean, seeing gold shining, sparkling gold in your pan from a bunch of dirt. There's something very, very old-timey American about pulling gold out of dirt with a pan on a river. Man, that's some pretty. Okay, let's get this up here and start getting some. Oh, look at that, one wash, one spin there, and it's pulling it out, showing that. Beautiful. Some beautiful nuggets, little pickers. If you hear them hit if you can pick them up with your fingers and you hear them hit the dirt, you hit the pan, you know you've got some. So let's suck those out. Will they even fit in the? I don't know if they'll even fit in the. Yeah. Tight fit in the old bottle here. Now let's spin it around one more time and make sure we didn't miss any of that fine stuff. And then of course you got your squirt bottle. I go ahead and put some jet dry in this so that when I add it to any of my gold, at least I'm sure that I'm not diluting my amount of jet drying my waters. So no, it didn't look like I'm missing anything there. It's actually started. I'm into dusk here now, so I gotta watch out and be careful, because it looks still bright on the camera, but it's not. So, but all right, that's clean. That's good. All right. Now, let's start with our fine stuff here. And I'm only going to do a bit at a time of this and keep it, split it up. Get our stratification going good. You can see there's a lot of organics. The mud's there flowing off. start working it back and out. You want to do that, from what I've watched on them, usually you do it about 3 or 4 times, up to 5 or 6, I guess, and then you re-stratify. Make sure you keep that gold in the right position on your pan. I can see some little, every once in a while you see something zip by it. Looks like it could be gold, but it's usually it's the mica or a little piece of that pyrite. But you just want to pull it and let it shake, let it roll off of that pan, and then those little grooves there stop your gold from just running out. Let's keep it up. You just want to, like I said, just a slow and gentle, especially when you're starting. You know, I'm sure by, you know, the 3rd or 4th bag I do of this, I'll be flopping this shit around like it's, you know, it's like nobody's business. But right now, it's a learning curve. So there's just even keeping the right angle of the pan for the amount of material you want to sluice off. I'm not seeing a lot more black sand in this. It'll be at the very end of this, around that fine gold, which he put some of that in here just to make it challenging for you. I don't want to get too low there, so I don't want to leave too much material. Again, that's that learning curve where you'll know from the stuff you're handling how you know, how much force, how much movement you can afford to hit it with. Like, see right there, that looks like a shiny piece of gold, and it's a shiny piece of mica. Alright, I think we're about down to where I'm going to do a little spin on it and see how we're looking on materials here. Probably a little less water needed than that. And kind of wash back and forth. Like I said, I've seen people that flip it up and down, front to back, but the best way it looks like that I've seen is doing that gentle sideways back and forth, and just let it rift over your material. Alright. And you see there is a couple little specks of that flour gold right there. So we'll use our snuffer bottle and pull all that up right away. It's fun. You can already hear it flopping around in there. That's a good sign. All right, we got that out. Looks like, oh, I missed one piece there. All right, let's give it one more quick round here, just to make sure that I didn't blatantly miss anything. I'd say right there I did. A little piece of flour gold there. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's we'll just go ahead and do the rest of this stuff here. Yeah, these little spray bottles are great for cleaning out your stuff and making sure you, speaking of which, I guess we still never didn't wash out our KLESH bags, so let's there's some pretty brown dust coming out of there. Could have a flake or something in there. So alrighty, let's see, hold on, time out for a second. Let's refill our squirt bottle here. All right, get our material here. Get us stratified. You can see a lot of brown running off of there. It's dirty. It's organic. Means it's some fresh dirt. I think I'm pushing this a little hard. All that I'm not sure that's it. That light stuff flows so easily off the top. As long as you keep stratifying it, the gold should be staying where you want it, right here in the bottom of the crack, or the seam in the pan there at the bottom. So this would be the part where you would be fast forwarding through this video, which is just fine. But some people want to know, you know, those guys look like they're doing it so fast, and so you get some of this stuff, and you think, okay, well, I'm gonna do it like they do it, and yeah, you gotta pay those gold dues before you risk washing your gold investment out of your pan. And KLESH he'll be the first one to say, you don't do this to make money on gold. You don't do this for profit. You do it for the enjoyment of the hobby. And but I have to kind of call out on that, because there's some gold companies right now, pay dirt companies, that are giving you 100, 103, 105 return on investment. And we're gonna be doing some of those. I've already got a couple of them already in. But so yeah, if you want, when you consider the thousands of dollars that I've spent over the years, bass fishing, or fucking, hunting, or any number of other things that you do, people, go up and down here. They load their money in those gambling machines, the card, poker machines. You know, this is fun. It's cool, and unlike most other hobbies, when you're done with this, next year this gold may be worth, $500 more a gram than it was whenever I did it this year. It was at $3,000 2 years ago. I mean, $2,000 2 years ago, and last year they were projecting that gold was going to go over 3,000 here in the next year, which it hasn't. It's gone down. Right now, it's I think $1,777, something like that, an ounce. But just the fact that it's gold. It's nice. It may fluctuate over the years, but if you want to have some fun, and there's our first little tinks of gold in the corner there. As you can see, I'm even on here, I'm starting to lose light. I'm probably, I don't have a light out here that I can kick on, so I'm using a little extra caution, because look at that reveal right there. Can you see that? All that yellow gold that's peeled up in that corner there. That's a nice amount of that fine gold that we're getting here. So let's keep stratifying it and working it down, and we're getting close. And like I said before, of course, I'm going to go back and repan all these tailings. But for now, just remember, it's not a race. The gold's not going anywhere. It's in the gold you're going to be keeping. So excuse me, take your time. Like I said, you want to be gentle, you want to have some finesse, you want to remember to keep stratifying, keeping that gold down there tight. Man, if the damn neighbor hadn't come over here and ruined my first take on all this, we'd have been done, and would have still been plenty of daylight. It's not recommended gold panning in the dark. Like I said, we're not dark yet, but not as optimal as I would like. But by God, I had to get some gold pan today. I've been waiting for over a week, sitting on this stuff for some good weather. It still wasn't sunny necessarily today. I was wanting to do it on a sunny day so that gold would really pop in the sun. But it is what it is. South Louisiana in the spring, sometimes you get years where it rains every day for a month, and some years you get it where we're dry as a bone compared to what we should be. So it took down a ship in the Gulf off of Grand Isle this week. The storm that came through here, worse than the hurricanes where we had all last year. So some people lost their lives. There were 12 still missing last I'd seen. I haven't seen now in a few days how many of them they recovered, but there's a big crew boat heading out there, and they said they were almost 100-mile-an-hour winds kicking up giant waves, and it capsized the boat. So yeah, it doesn't take hurricanes to be dangerous down here. It's those squalls can kick up and do some real damage quick. So we wish the best for all those that lost their lives on that, doing their job. Americans doing their job. It's not all fun and games. It's some people do jobs that are very very dangerous, very risky, and it's just part of the day, just part of the routine. When you're on those wells out there, probably the last thing you think about is having to worry about getting to the well. I've known a number of people that have been hurt and killed on the rigs, but that's really sad when you can't make it out to the rig. So yeah, you can listen to my inane chatter as opposed to the inane repetitive computer music that most people play during their times doing it. I just can't take another round of bad banjo or mountain hillbilly violin fiddle playing for 20 minutes at a time. So like I said, you can feel free to fast forward past the parts that are just tedious like this. But when you've got this fine stuff here, and like I said, I've been working this down real slowly because I know KLESH puts some fine gold in his stuff just to challenge you. Alright, I think we're about... I want to start swirling. That is really fine stuff there. So I think I'm just about ready to try to just swirl some of this out from in the pan. Let's add some of our clean water here to that, just so we won't have the mud showing in, distorting our gold. Hold on a second. Well, I'm an idiot. Actually, I'm just an inexperienced camera guy. I tried to pause it to turn on the light so we get a better shot and I could see in the dark, and it wiped out my video. So this is the end of my KLESH. Oh, there's some, you can see some fine flakes getting there. So you want to tap this up, just gently tap it up, and see that gold will walk back up into there. And that's what you want. And then just gently let that gold move. So that's why we're gonna take our vial and suck up all that as we see it. So it's even stuck to the top of the pan there. And there's some more little fine pieces up there. The trick on this is squeezing it tight enough that when you release it, it sucks up there good. Another piece. So yes, I'm gonna have to get a much better camera system if I'm gonna be doing this, because my phone is just not gonna cut it. It's I had the first video ruined when a neighbor showed up and had to start over. And then I went and paused it when I'm already through the video to try to get a better lighting, and I lost it again. And I'm not an editor in any way or know anything about it, so I don't know if I can piece any of this together. But look at that, you can see that more of that fine gold showing up right there. And I still have quite a bit of dirt in this for this aspect of it, more than I should. But like I said, I'm still in the learning curve here, so we'll I just don't know if I may have to post this into two separate videos to get one out of it. But all right, well, that looks like we have gotten, oh, no, there's still some. Let's check it one more time. Let's see if I can pan a little more of that material off. But yeah, with the amount of fine gold that's in here, I will definitely thoroughly search my my tailings here, because I see another little flake. Look at that, more flake. Look at that, more flakes coming up right there. You can see it even on the video. Whenever those little tiny specks come up, they stand out pretty good. Look at that, more. It's just every time you do a round, you get more gold flakes. I still have, I think, too much material in here for boy, you see there's but again, yeah, this is long and drawn out, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to show the realities of doing this and what to expect, and just how you really need to be thorough and slow, very methodic. And that's the other thing. Whenever when you reach for your gold, don't squeeze your bottle out on the way down to it, because it splashes your gold out of the way that you're about to pick up on that little fine piece. So there's a flake right there. There's a flake right there. There's a flake right there. You can see that one stands out real clear in this light. So yeah, it's a challenging process. It's pretty cool. I'll be damned if I'm still not finding. Right there, two more little pieces. So I think we've just about gotten it all out of this one. What that is, something that crumbled away. Well, you say you think you got it all, and there's another piece. There's another piece there. And yeah, those are little tiny fine pieces of gold, what would have been called gold dust back in the day. Now it's called flour gold. But, alright, that's pretty cool. So let's open our bottle up here and see what we ended up with. You want to rinse your bottle out good. Rinse off your little, look, see there's a little piece. No, that's not. That was on the outside. Okay. We're all right there. All right. All right, look at there. Let's get it all washed down into where it's supposed to be. That is a pretty sight right there. Oh, well, it is if you don't just slop it around like you're throwing around beans. Yeah, that is some of that really, really fine stuff there, which we can rinse that out as we sometimes with this stuff it's better, you're better off sucking out if you're very careful about it, sucking out your dirt rather than your gold. And just very gently, because you can see tiny flakes of flour gold all the way through there. Got the skeeters showing up. Man, that's it gets tough. There's a little piece there that made it out. So, all right, well, we are getting close here. Oh, see, so that's that gold trying to get away. I got an idiot calling me on my phone. I hope it doesn't show up on the screen there. Man, it's tough to get that final bit of stuff. You can try you just have to work it really, really slow. Yeah, we're just about down to the yeah, it's just quiet, but I still think that's better than hearing over and over again. God damn. Alright. I think that's about where we're going to go with that. And dry it up, weigh it out, and see how much gold I missed. Because I'm betting I missed some on this. But look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Guaranteed 1/2 gram of gold. And I would bet that's pretty damn close to a 1/2 gram of gold. So we'll take it in. Oh, I didn't do my... let's take a quick look at the... our heavies, our... what do you call it? Our metallics, just to see if there's any gold that got lost in that one, that got picked up with my magneto. And I'm not seeing a flicker of anything, so all right, that's good. So, all right, we're going to take our gold in, get it dry, put it on a little scale, and see what we have. So, I'll be back if my video doesn't cut off on me again. All right, we are down to the weigh in on this, and stuff coming down. There you can see we ended up with 0.6 of a gram of some very lovely. Where's my poker? Where's my poker? Some very lovely placer gold, placer gold, P-L-A-C-E-R. It means that it's gold that's found in the river. You get lode gold, which is gold from ore right out of the ground in the dirt. You get this gold that has been in the river. Sometimes it's rounded off. Sometimes it's I'm just not getting a very good picture of it, but you get the idea. So yeah, 0.6 of a gram of guaranteed half-gram gold. Lots of fine gold, some medium size, and then some little pickers that you can actually pick up. So that's pretty cool. And again, I'm going to probably have to divide this up into 2 videos because I got interrupted between the first half and the second half. So there you have it. But KLESH Gold, KLESH Crumbs. Let's put our pick in there. There you go. It's well worth it. It's gold was, on the day I bought this, was $55.84 a gram. So 0.6 of a gram, $27, 50% return on it. And like I said, this isn't about ROI on this gold. This is more of a just kind of a fun thing to do. Get some gold out of it, and if you are wanting to calibrate your equipment or your style, your technique, this is the way to do it. So I'm going to go back and repan everything that I all my tailings that I went through, but that's pretty good. So thank you once again for joining the Bayou Gold Guy.